Year over year, State Employees Credit Union grows its loan portfolio faster than the national average. In a time of unprecedented credit union opportunity, the success of a credit union with an asset base of $19.6 billion might not come as a surprise. What is notable is the rally-based credit union's adamant refusal to participate in risk-based pricing. Here, SECU President Jim Blaine discusses the flaws in making individual loan decisions based on an aggregate model that predicts actions only on a grand scale.
Almost nobody understands how that score is determined, but they do understand and accept, is what is unusual, that it is a fair judgment of your credit worthiness. And let's add one thing, it's more than buying a couch. It determines the insurance rate, whether or not you get insurance, and the rate you pay on your insurance. It determines whether or not you may be accepted for employment. All right? It may determine whether you're accepted for admittance into a hospital. And you and I don't know how it's computed, and that much of our life, it depends on that. Don't you think it's reasonable we should understand how that's computed? There's a lot at stake. Well, let me give you all that aside about it's magic, right? It just appears, and right? Regardless of how it determined, it's based on a statistical model which is accurate on a grand scale. If you take 1 million people and analyze their activity, then you can come up with a score that out of that 1 million people, folks will act in this manner, perhaps, right? And where it's accurate for the 1 million people, it's inaccurate for the individual. Let me give you an example. If you were E, you have a 500 credit score, therefore you're an E paper kind of person. That's the lowest grade, right? In that grade, the credit scoring system says 10% of people with a 500 credit score will default on their loan in the next 24 months, right? Therefore, everybody that's got an E pays instead of a 5% SOFA loan, you get a 25% SOFA loan. The cost is wildly more, right? And in e-paper, 10% will default. The only problem with the credit score, it can tell you 10% will default, but it can't tell you which 10% default. So if you look at the reverse, 90% of the people in the E category do exactly what they say they're going to do and pay their SOFA loan on time. But they're paying a tremendous premium for doing that. It's got a 90% false rating. 90% of people are miscategorized.